Welcome to the Loud Live Vegan Crypto. I will haunt your dreams. Okay. I just felt like going live again. Having a great Friday. A lot of good things. Already did a live video this morning. Did a video for my brothers. It had a couple questions. I had a short video going on Mike Tyson on how much of a moron he is and how stupid we can be when we idolize and put someone and even allow someone to be in the public as an accused, not even an accused, a guilty, jail convicted rapist like Mike Tyson. And we listen to this guy who can't even speak, who's inarticulate as a box of rocks, and we idolize this guy. I don't. Why do we put sports people? Doesn't matter. I mean, look at this guy. How he talk about how he wanted to kill people. Look at the videos. I loved watching him. I was young when I used to watch him box, so I had that angry mentality myself when I was young, and I love that. I still love, MMA and stuff like that sometimes, but I just don't understand why we idolize people like that. All right, who cares about that? But that was a short video I was doing, but I got interrupted, so I didn't let it go, and probably no one wants to hear that anyways. I can go dark fast, can't I? So my brothers and sisters, welcome. The market crashing. I touched on it on my video that I just posted, but why? Well, there's no reason. There's really no reason. It was really had to do with the hype of, I believe, of Roaring Kitty. There was a big, and he got on there and sounded like a lunatic. I didn't even watch it, but from what I was reading and clips I was seeing, and they started selling off GameStop, and I guess that bled into our world, huh? And boy, of a blood bath it is. Not horrendous, but some of the ones that I love are taking a deep cut, like AIOZ. I know I've never mentioned that. 67 cents. If I had any balls, I'd jump on that and buy 10K worth. Not going to. Why? Other deployments I'm looking at. Benki did not hit low enough. All these other ones not low enough for me to buy. Arrow is in the realm. I'm just on the fence. Why? What's going to happen this weekend? Is it going to be green or red? I'd like to 10, 20, 30 cents to me matters. So Arrow's on my short list to buy more of. And then I'm looking at Proppy. The only thing holding me back to going all in on a lot of things, when I say all in, $5,000, $10,000, maybe 5 here, 2 here, 3 here, something like that, is where we're at in the market. We're not upticking. Yeah, Bitcoin got to the 71, 72, but we're not back. I'd rather buy Proppy at $3 and know it's going to $10, $15, $20 than buy it at 187, 173 and have it go down to $1. Now, I don't know if it will do that. But I have to say I'm unsure for short term, and a dollar to me matters, and it'll be okay in the long run, I believe. But I think Arrow is a better play. I didn't buy as much as I wanted to at 30 cents. I hate to kill my average at $1. I really do. But so I'm not making any moves right now. That's why I'm going for a walk and clearing my mind and stepping away from the market a little bit and see what happens. I believe if I want to buy anything later tonight, it might be higher. So we'll see. Oh, I did just buy something. That's right. I just bought another 60,000 of the XCN or Onyx coin, whatever it was, 0.0019, something like that, or 00019. A few zeros in there. Just because, I think it's like $80, it gets me another 25 here, 100 there, 200 there I do on it. So I just accumulate a bunch, and I believe it'll eventually get to the Jasmy level, which is quite good. It's just an easy, $40,000, $100,000 eventually. I will make on it. I promise you I will make on it. Only if we get into the real bull market, which we are not there. but we want to be there. You know, it's good. We did breathe down to the 68 level. I don't know where we're at right now. I can't look. But we're so jumpy, and it's nothing. You've seen nothing yet. Wait until, you know, if we get into the thick of it, we will like flash crash like there's no tomorrow. Ethereum will be $5,000. Next thing you know, it'll be 3. And your alts will just, you know, go down 40%. And then you just, if you have the capital, or if you've taken profits along the way, you've got the capital just waiting to trigger. Waiting to pull that trigger and jump in. Hey, Gassy Jr. number 2. Welcome, welcome. I don't normally do a live stream this time of the day, 3:30 Chicago time in America, but I have a lot of energy going on. A lot of energy. You're not Mitch Ray. My name is not Mitch Ray. No, my name is... No. Nope. Handomatic. I like that handle you got there. No, I go by Vegan Crypto, if you will. But I'm not Mitch right now. But I am in Illinois. You'll have to find me. I'm here to spread knowledge that I know and that has screwed me over throughout my 52 years. And open eyes if I can. My only goal is for you all not to get hurt. You do your mistakes, but why make them if you don't have to? Let someone tell you about them, and hopefully you avoid them. Those are those spots, right? You don't want to lose 100K or 50K or 10K or $300 if you don't have to. Those hurt. You don't know who Mitch Ray is. I suggest you sub to him. Okay, I'll check it out. I'm always open. I'm open-minded. If I want my subs to be open-minded in my community, I'll be open-minded to your comments and your suggestions. You know how many good projects I've learned because of my community? A couple. Proppy I learned of because of one of my, I was checking out, but he really kind of got me into it. He poked it back at me. I was looking at it a long time ago and just was not thinking of it, didn't like it. And even when it was Gene in my community brought it up to me, I like the idea of the real estate RWA play, but it was still early and it was a good time to get in. But he was all over it. We all have our turn of good picks. I don't need to go over my war list of good picks, but the majority of my portfolio's, doing okay. A lot of it right now is taking a kick in the ass, but that's okay. But yeah, always open to subs. So just relax. Don't look at your portfolio if it's bothering you. But it may be time to really look and possibly deploy. Is this the opportunity and the price target that you've been looking at for some of yours? Because a lot of them are just, when there's a sea of red, it looks worse than it actually is, right? But some, like my portfolio, is taking a hit because AIOZ went down so much that I have such a big chunk of that it's pretty significant, when things move in $10,000, $20,000 increments. It's not a pretty sight. I don't like seeing that, especially when things are green and looking positive. But if we have, volume's going to be light over the weekend, I assume, as usual. Hopefully there's some manipulation where we can go on the green side, because we're not getting the ETFs today. We're not getting the buy-ins. So, we've been fighting the battle to stay above 71, and we lost it. But it's just the battle. Do I have any flare? Oh, yeah, of course. I got it from the airdrop that we all got screwed over on XRP. So I have quite a bit of XRP, and I bought even more before the halting of the trading. Back whenever that was, 2020 or something. I even bought more of it. I've had XRP since like 2016. And when they said there's going to be a 1-for-1, which they effed us over on, I bought more because I thought that would be good for the next bull run. And it would have been. But I only got like one airdrop of it. So I be recommending buying it? No, not after what they did. I think they're a bunch of scumbags. So even if I could make, I'm up money on it because it was a free airdrop, but I don't see it like reaching a buck or anything like that. So I won't be purchasing any. True. You have millions of Flare. Well, that's awesome. And you're so right. I just don't do that. I don't do the airdrops and everything. The risk, I take heavy risk, but I don't trade anymore for the most part. I made a trade the other week. But for the most part, I'm a holder. I don't use DEXs anymore, even though I buy them. I don't do bridges, anything like that. The only thing is to get to my wallet. And I really use, centralized exchanges. It's just a different mentality of where I'm at in my life. Back early on, I did all that fun stuff. And I just don't do the airdrops and all that. I've seen too many people get hurt. And I don't need the complications. I'll leave it for the people who are smarter like yourself than me. Yeah. Yeah, maybe not. I just, I'm set in my ways in regards to what's worked for me, and that worked for me in the past. I just don't do it anymore. But there's a lot better channels that go over that stuff, like Lark and some other folks who are really into that. And I think it's great. It's just, for me, I have a different mentality. I don't trade with leverage anymore. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm a pretty much accumulator, and try to sell at the right time, which has worked out for me pretty good. And I'm pretty diversified in my portfolio. For this run, I've been accumulating pretty hard for 4 years. And if I sold everything right now, I'd be in pretty good shape. But I feel in 6 months or a year, I'll be in true 21-year-old shape instead of 52-year-old, which is not too bad for not doing too bad. But you're right, more power to you, man, for rocking it out. It's just not my bag anymore. Yes. So I'm hoping we can turn green, get over this foolishness that we are seeing, which is par for the course. And I'm sure it doesn't sound like you're too new, so you're used to this as well. Nothing to get scared of. It's just more an annoyance. Some of it I look at as a nice opportunity for the ones that I've been wanting to buy, but the truth of the matter is most people buy in the green. They say they want to buy, like I said this morning, if Arrow drops to 90 cents, I'm buying a hell of a lot. Well, I didn't see it drop to 90 cents. By the time I jumped on, it was like $1. Would I have bought it at 90 cents? I don't know. The truth of the matter is people want to buy when things are moving up. I'm like, yeah. So this, check, Mitch, Ray, forgot, Lard, and Digital Asset Investor, and Ivan on the tech. Yeah, I like Digital Asset Investor. He's a good guy. He doesn't share enough personally, but I like him. I think he is a stand-up individual. Yeah, this is outside of Chicago, St. Charles. Very nice out here. I'm just blowing off some more positive steam. I'm loving the weather we're having. It's pretty windy, but it makes it easier. I only love the heat when we go to like the lake house and get on a lake with the pups. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. Every day is a beautiful day to be alive and being able to move. Can't take that for granted. Sorry about the noise, but it's kind of the deal when the way I do live streams now. I used to do them just sitting, and I just did a video for a couple old subs sitting at my computer and all that. I just have more energy than that. I like to, what I do like about doing it in my office is, to look at everything that's going on. And before I videos, reading the news and all that. No one wants to hear the crypto news from me. There's way better channels that do editing and everything, you know. I mean, George doesn't do a great job of editing, but he reads the news. Digital Asset Investor, I think, does a good job of that. Altcoin Daily is always 3 days late on their news. What a gig they got, huh? You know, get like $50,000 per video or sponsored they do, or when they talk about a project, and all they got to do, two brothers sitting around editing videos and reading the news. Got it. Those boys have it figured out. Not for me. Yeah, me either. Deadly for an e-bike. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm pretty picky. You know, I mean, really, I'll tell you who I listen to. I listen to George every morning. I don't care for him at all, but I listen to him. It's just part of my routine. I listen to Ran at Crypto Banter. Don't like him at all, but I think he knows his shit, even though he's a scammer, but I think he knows his stuff. Back in the day, I did listen to BitBoy because he would make me laugh, but I never liked the guy. Completely dead against him. How are you? Who else? Digital Asset Advisor. There's a guy named Bob, Crypto Angler, who's worthless, but I listen to him in the background sometimes. Yeah, not too many people I listen to. But I do like to get the news that way. Some of it, you know, they can read it for me instead of me reading all the articles. You know, going to CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, so on and so forth gets a little mind numbing. So it's nice to have people talking about it. I just put it in fast play and go on my run or whatever it may be and listen to them. But I like, you know, some people who really give their opinions. You know, Wendy to me is the worst. No offense. But I just don't like people wanting from their subs and their community. I don't like that. That's why I started this. One of the reasons. I want nothing from anyone. Don't need it. I want to help. But I'm not a technical guy. So most of them aren't. I think Joshua Jake is good too. TA, who's makes over 100K per month from his Patreon subs. They drop him because he knows. Look, then that is worth it. If he is truly making money, and there are some TA guys there that do it. If he's truly making people money, then he deserves the Patreon. He deserves that stuff, no doubt. There's just so many that don't. George does not. Sorry, he does not. Many others who have these private groups do not. BitBoy, Ben Armstrong. Are you kidding me? People actually pay that guy? That is comical. When he scammed them out of his Ben coin and I'm talking about Pulsecoin, I mean, that's just sad. That was the catalyst that got me to start this channel, just when I saw the crap from him and George's constant optimism about, you know, I mean, you should be optimistic, but you have to be realistic. And I just saw so many people losing their asses, and I'm like, let's do this. Let's finally do it. Wanted to talk more about veganism, but nobody wants to hear about it for the most part. But for my vegans who jump on here, bless your heart, I'm here for you. If you have any questions for me, let's do it. But I got to kind of go where the community is leading me. I love it to be 50-50. That's unbelievable. Full Bitcoin. How many of those guys shilled FTX? Yeah, all of them. I mean, Ben was the first to shill FTX. Talk about an ego channel. It's crazy. To me, they're all like kind of worthless, except for Joshua Jake. That was the best one they had. I mean, they're all new in crypto. They've been in like one cycle. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, I'm not taking advice from people like that. I mean, I really don't take advice from any of them, but I listen to them. I do like listening to Joshua Jake. He's got some good info, and he's on the pulse of it. Some birds want to take me out, guarding their nests. Sorry about the wind, but I just Discover Crypto is a joke, except for Joshua Jake. That's just the bottom line. And I'm not into the basement and all that freaking. Some of the conspiracy stuff they talk about is actually true. There's no doubt, but I just can't look at this bird wanting to take me out. I'm going. I'm not gonna bother your babies. I promise. Just fucking rescued like a whole flock of doves. Don't they know I don't even eat them? Yes. Look at another one coming after me. I don't eat you. Do you do water fasting? You know what? Water fasting is amazing. I believe if you're going to do water fasting, and yes, I am vegan, you have to do it in a controlled environment if it's more than like 3 or 4 days. There's doctors out there, Dr. Clapper, Alan Goldheimer, that out of California, that literally cures autoimmune diseases with water fasting. We're talking 30, 45, 50 days. You have to refeed though. You have to, you can't just go jumping into feeding. But I fast every day. I've fasted for, I don't know, 7 years or something. Intermittent, I don't eat until, I don't know, 1, 2 o'clock. Went 15 days. And I bet you felt, the first couple of days are hard because you're burning through the glycogen and all that stuff. And, 15 days, that's amazing. That'll cure a lot of stuff. It resets you. I don't have to tell you, Why did you do that? I'm just curious. Just to do it, to lose weight, get yourself healthy. Do you have an autoimmune disease? It can cure some early stages of cancers because it starves it out and it destroys some of the bad cells, I'm telling you, look up Dr. Goldhammer, Alan Goldhammer. True North Center. Okay? Look up Dr. Brooke Goldner. Go to my site, please. Watch the movie Dominion and the Gary Yourofsky speech. They're free. 2 links on my homepage. I say it every time just because it's life-changing. The Gary Yourofsky speech changed my life ages ago. I was an animal activist for when I was 19, 20 years old, but still eating them. Just didn't know. It's true. Yep. Yeah, it's amazing what it can do for cancer. Check out Dr. Brooke Goldner, though. She cured her lupus, has cured RA, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, Hashimoto's, so many other autoimmunes, multiple sclerosis, if it's not too far. She's reversed. She is, and then there's some that just lifestyle changes that she's helped with. But Dr. Brooke Goldner, check her out. Goodbye autoimmune disease or goodbye lupus. Unbelievable. Very strict diet. I have an autoimmune and it cured mine almost there, but then I reintroduced cooked food and alcohol. This was a long time ago and it kicked my ass. Nothing worse for you than alcohol. Haven't had a drink, not that I was an alcoholic, but had just said enough is enough. Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, a year and a half ago. How are you? Yeah, Dr. Brooke Goldner. Don Tolman, I'm not sure about that, but Alan Goldheimer is True North Center. So look him up. He's actually, I believe, a chiropractor, but what he has done at the True North Center is amazing. Look up Dr. Michael Clapper. Pretty amazing stuff. So why did you fast, did you say? Just to do it, or what was your reasoning? Goldner, Dr. Brooke Goldner, not Goldman. Goldner. Goodbye autoimmune, goodbye lupus, that type of thing is what you'll see on YouTube. Does all the stuff for free. She has, classes that she will, have you sign up for because she literally stopped her job to do this full time. And she unfortunately just lost a child. Leaving a car accident was horrifying. For multiple reasons? Okay. There's the old hubs all over the globe. Okay. Pulse chain. Now, I'm not a pulse chain guy. I'm nothing with Richard Hart. I think he's entertaining. Pulse chain, Hex, any of that. Not my bag, but more power to you. I believe he'll probably do okay. I don't know. I don't follow it. I used to always follow, years ago, Richard Hart because I thought he was hilarious. I think he's a big douchebag, but he's funny. I don't like people who are that arrogant and full of themselves. That's why him and BitBoy belong together. But no, I would not be investing in that, nor would I ever recommend it. But if you're going to make money at it, cool. I just can't recommend it. That's all. If you can make money on something, I'm all for it, brother and sister. The beached whale. I love your handle. I water fast for 5 days all the time. That's great. Resets immune system. Yes, it does. But the key is, what are you feeding that system with once you come back from the fasting, right? It sounds like you care about your health. I see so many people fasting, or they even just do intermittent fasting, and they have a burger or a steak to break their fast. If you want to be healthy, you can't eat animals, and you certainly can't breastfeed from them. If you're breastfeeding from another species, there's no point. It's disgusting. It's baby calf growth fluid from a mammary gland, a 1,500-pound female, different species, that is injected with hormones, and you get progesterone and estrogen and fecal matter and somatic stem cells, aka pus. No, thank you. Juicing's awesome. Carrot, apple, beets. Yeah, that's the goods. The one thing about juicing, and I've been a long time juicer. I started back in '96. I'm a big sprouting. Doing your own sprouts is the key. Broccoli sprouts and clover, alfalfa. But the only issue with juicing is no fiber. It takes out all the fiber. That's the only issue. So my personal thought is smoothies are the way to go. Green smoothies with a little bit of mango or whatever in it. Check out Brooke Goldner. But you got to have the fiber. Fiber is key to life. But there's nothing wrong with juicing. You just got to be careful because, it's a lot of sugar at once. Natural sugars, but, it does raise your blood sugar level pretty quick. But boy, do you feel high from it. God, nothing like a good homemade beet, celery, spinach, carrot, apple, pear, ginger, turmeric juice. Holy Lord, you're flying. Hi, Random. Welcome. There's everything you need. You can live off Kabbalah for years. There's a guy who went 5 years. Interesting. Yeah, I like the way you think. Where are you from? Handomatic. Where are you from? Where are you from, Random? Some random place across the globe. Don Tolman's son. Okay, I'll check out Don Tolman. Most definitely. So, I was coming on to say no panic on the market right now. No worries. It's annoying. We want to go up. We'd like to see 73, 74,000 on Bitcoin, hit the shorts and pop up. Because we'll pop up quick. People say we'll pop up to 90 extremely fast. I don't know how that'll happen. We will hit resistance. There may not be a lot of, shorts and everything above there, but they'll come in. As we make new levels, they'll come in. So we can't listen to that nonsense that it's an easy way up to 90,000. Could be an easy way up to like 79,000. We're going to hit some resistance at 80K. Alberta, Canada. Nice. We got a community member here, Metal, who's in Canada. Great guy. Moonshot between now and 2025. Yeah. I mean, we're just getting going. Have you brothers and sisters subscribed by chance? I'm just more curious if you have. I never know who subscribes. I never check that stuff. I'm not, I don't do editing or anything. I just kind of speak from the heart and what's going on. Just don't pay attention until you see BTC on the news. That's exactly right. Thank you, brother. Yeah, that's right. Until we see them back on CNBC and all over the place. And that'll be new highs. That's not going to be even 74,000. That's going to be like 75 to 80,000. That's where we're going to start seeing it, and all the bullshit of more celebrities coming out. Sorry, the wind is getting brutal. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Handomatic. If you got a community at all, if you can share, I'd love to get us to 500. My goal is if I can get people to watch Dominion and the Gary Russell speech, 100 of them, I'm going to do a giveaway of something like Tangent Wallet or CBD or something that will help you guys. That's even more important than subs, but if we can get to 500 subs, which is nothing for people. You got people like Crypto Banner who gets 8,000 a day, but they put in the work. I don't. Right? I have a career, a family, and I don't want money out of YouTube. I just want to have a voice and be able to communicate like you and I are doing. And I welcome you. I appreciate your commentary. Exactly. I mean, really, even more than all-time high, I think like 75, 76 and up when we have that big next leg up, and then there will be a huge sell-off. But, boy, we've been waiting long enough. People, you know, and when I listen to George and I listen to, God, what's his name? I listen to him every day. I can't think of his name. He's on my channel. I did a YouTuber review. English guy, I believe. He comes on a couple times a day and gives statistics. Very smart guy. But when he's always like, we were just we're at 69,000 again. We haven't been there since Tuesday. Well, it's still annoying. And they always, I get annoyed when people say this is an opportunity. Nobody wants this fucking opportunity anymore. We want the opportunity to buy Bitcoin at $80,000, not at 69. Because we're not buying Bitcoin at 80,000. But guess what? Our alts are killing it at that point. That's where we're going to make our money, and that's where I'm making my money, and that's where I've made my money. I have Bitcoin. I'm not buying anymore. Next bear market, I'll probably buy 10, 15, 20 Bitcoins at 30K. And you can believe we'll be there again. You can believe it. But do I really know? Hell no. I don't know. I don't know shit. No one knows where anything's going. All I know is what I've seen and what is here now, and where the wind is blowing, and it's blowing pretty hard. But wait until that all-time high comes again, and we got to get there soon. So, Crypto University, he's strictly BTC, TA. Okay. BTC leads the market, 100%, always will. They always say the decoupling and all that. There's no such thing. We are not decoupled from the equities market. We're hand in hand. And we're hand in hand with the macro environment. We're not a hedge at this point. We're not a spread. We are not a inflation hedge. Technically we are, but right now we're all coupled together for this foreseeable future. It's a dream. Wow, my voice just cracked. It's a dream, but it's not reality. Yeah, I'll check out Crypto University. TA is all fine and dandy, but I let it go, see where it's going. I don't need the Fibonacci's. I don't need the all these head and shoulders, and I need to see where it's going, and I can do that on charts, and I make my assessment. I see support and resistance. We blow through all that crap anyways in a rally or a flash crash. Canada is going down the drain. I'd rather hold crypto than absolutely, but you got to have both. I have both. I have a shitload in crypto. I have a shitload in my 401k, which here in America, 401k is through like your company. They match you crap load in it. And I have a shitload in the bank, multiple banks. Because guess what? No one's letting you spend your crypto. You got to cash it out, but you got to hold it. But I will be selling all of my crypto except for Bitcoin when I feel the time is right, and hopefully that's a year from now. And guess what? Take 80% of it, put it in the bank. 30% of that will go to taxes. Then I'll have the remainder to, guess what? Buy the hell of a lot of crypto in the next bear market. And we'll have to see what the narrative is then. I'll accumulate. I can tell you what I won't be buying: XRP, ADA, and Polygon. But I own them all. Oh, I love how volatile crypto is. Exactly. I don't care. I just want to see greens. We've had this choppiness, downward action, and sideways action. We've had all three for 99 days now, something like that. I'm ready for a month of serious green pullbacks, serious green, sideways action, downward action, back to green. then we know we're there. And like you said, once we blow through all-time highs, which we're getting so damn close, we just need ETFs to push us over the edge. We need $1 billion a day. BlackRock now has what is it, 100,000, 20 billion. We need all of those to get back on it, drive us past that, hit the shorts, get us into the 80s, and it is on, and the whole mindset will happen. And guess what? Retail will start coming in, and we want that. We want the FOMO. Anything else, guys? It's my second live stream, and I think 2 other videos of the day. Probably do a couple shorts later. Like I was saying early on, I did a ranting one on Mike Tyson and how much of a scumbag he is and how people admire him, which makes no sense to me to admire a rapist, a convicted rapist, but that's Americans, and I'm American. Anything before I dip off, brothers and sisters? If you could share, like, I don't like asking for that stuff, but share, like, more, subscribe, of course, but if you could share, if you're in other groups, try to get them over here. Let's grow this. Please watch those videos and get 100 people to watch it. Let's figure out a giveaway I can do for someone in my group or 2 people. The top of 2021, nice. Smart man. Yeah, I bought BTC at 8K, 3K, and I don't think I'll sell it. There's just no reason. I mean, when I have them at those levels, they're never seeing those levels again. So might as well hold on to that, and I'll buy more eventually. You know, next bear market, I ain't buying it at 70, 80, 90. Who's buying it at 100K? Not me, not the majority of retail institutions, but people are going to look at Bitcoin at 100K and they're going to see some shit coins like many I own, or Ondo, buy it at $2, $3, or maybe at that time at 100K it'll probably be at $10. So there's a lot better plays out there, but you should have Bitcoin in your portfolio if you have the money. But maybe you got to buy the alts and the other things, you know, the mid caps and low caps and the risky caps to get yourself a Bitcoin. Everyone should have one Bitcoin. Nice. There you go. Yeah, Hanmatic, welcome. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're with us. I try to do these after my run every day and throughout. But if you need anything, comment. I answer all questions. I just did a video on a couple questions because it's too hard to type it out. I'd rather get into depth. So I'm gonna boogie and be good. If you could get more people here, I'd be much appreciated, my northern brother. Okay, you all be good. Talk to you soon.